In this video, we'll be processing Excel files by using the Unstructured Serverless API. To do this, first, we'll create an unstructured account. Next, we'll get an API key and URL so that you can call the Serverless API. And finally, we'll use this information to process the Excel files. Here we go. To sign up for the Unstructured Serverless API, simply go to app.unstructured.io. You have a few choices to sign into your account. First, you can enter your email and then click Sign In. You'll receive a magic sign-in link in your inbox. Click that and you're in. Or you can sign in with your Google account or your GitHub account. It's that simple. Let's get your Unstructured Serverless API key and URL. These are necessary for connecting to and authenticating with the Unstructured Serverless API. To do this, log into your unstructured account. That URL is app.unstructured.io. I'm going to sign in with my Google account. All right, we're in the Unstructured dashboard. To generate an API key, I simply click the API keys entry on the sidebar if it's not already selected. Then I'll click Generate New Key. And then click Save. My key has been created. To get the value of the key, click the Copy button in the Actions column, then click Key Only. When you get that key value, you'll want to set it to the value of an environment variable. You don't want to paste that directly into your code because it could be accidentally leaked through, say, a public GitHub repository. You can call the environment variable anything you want, but in the unstructured documentation, we use this environment variable name as a convention. For your API URL, simply click the Copy button next to this URL. And then again, you'll want to set the value of an environment variable on your local machine to this API URL. Again, you can call this environment variable anything you want, but for convention, we name it to this environment variable. Okay, let's take a look at a script that sends the Excel files to Unstructured and then retrieves the results from Unstructured. To do this, I'm going to use the Unstructured Ingest Command Line Interface, or CLI. To do this, I'm going to run this pip install command. Here's the name of the package. I also need to run an extra that processes Excel files. Here's the command that I'm going to run that invokes the CLI, indicating that both the input and output are to be local. First, I'll specify the input path, which is the name of this folder on my local machine, and the output directory, which is this path on my local machine. The input path contains an Excel file, which looks like this. And the output path will contain a JSON file that represents the contents of the Excel file. These last three options indicate that we will be invoking the Unstructured Serverless API. Of course, we need to pass it in the API key and the URL, which we got from the last section. Okay, let's run it. And it's done. Let's go take a look at the JSON that was produced. Okay, here's the JSON. You'll notice a few things. First of all, we have the type, the text, and some metadata about each element that Unstructured was able to determine from the Excel spreadsheet. For example, the first element is a title. Each element has a unique element ID. And here's the text that it found. Metadata will include information such as the file name and some additional miscellaneous information. You can also find things such as a table, which represents rows and columns. It not only finds the text, but it also can output the text as HTML. We hope you enjoyed this video. You can reach out to us anytime by sending an email to hello@unstructured.io, or visit our website at unstructured.io, or view our documentation at docs.unstructured.io.